32nd Sunday in Ordinary Time. Parable of the 10 Virgins. Matthew 25, 1-13 is a parable that Jesus told to convey important lessons about spiritual preparedness and the coming of the kingdom of heaven. It is commonly known as the parable of the 10 virgins and is a powerful message about the need for vigilance and wisdom in our relationship with God. When I read this parable, I reminded of an incident took place when I was just 11 years old. My parents asked me to come straight to home after school as they were going to another village to attend a function. After school, I was waiting for the bus. There were not much bus for our village, waited for almost 40 minutes. My friend asked me to accompany to buy something, and we both went to a shop. Just within 5 minutes, bus came and took the people who were in the bus halt and went the next bus after 5 hours. So me and my friend managed to get into a milk booster. By the time I reached home, my home people asked my auntie to look after me, and they went to that function. I missed the bus and missed the beautiful journey. In the parable, Jesus describes then virgins who take their lamps and go out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them are described as wise, and other 5 as foolish. The wise virgins took extra oil for their lamps, while the foolish ones did not. As they waited for the bridegroom, he was delayed, and they all fell asleep. When the cry came that the bridegroom was coming, they awoke to prepare their lamps. The foolish virgins realized they did not have enough oil, and they asked the wise virgins for some. However, the wise virgins refused, fearing that they would not have enough for themselves. While the foolish virgins went to buy more oil, the bridegroom arrived, and those who were ready went in with him, and the door was shut. When the foolish virgins returned, they were denied entry. This parable holds several valuable lessons. First and foremost, it stresses the importance of being spiritually prepared for the return of Jesus or the culmination of our lives. Just as the virgins eagerly awaited the bridegroom, we should be watchful and prepared for the spiritual encounters and challenges that life presents. This readiness requires having a strong and enduring faith, symbolized by the oil in the lamps. The oil represents the inner spiritual reserves that sustain us during difficult times. The contrast between the wise and foolish virgins highlights the need for personal responsibility in our faith journey. The wise virgins were responsible and took the initiative to ensure they had enough oil, while the foolish virgins were self-satisfied and relied on others. This emphasizes that no one can borrow or share their faith. We must individually cultivate and nurture our relationship with God. It is a personal and ongoing endeavor that cannot be deferred or borrowed at the last moment. Another important message in this parable is the element of divine justice. When the foolish virgins returned, they were locked out, and the bridegroom declared, "I don't know you." This underscores the idea that we cannot expect God's grace and salvation to be available indefinitely. There comes a time when the opportunity for reconciliation and salvation may no longer be present. It's a sobering reminder that procrastination and neglect of our spiritual life can have eternal consequences. In a broader context, the parable of the 10 virgins also speaks to the uncertainty of the timing of the second coming of the Christ and the importance of living faithfully in the present moment. Just as the virgins did not know when the bridegroom would arrive, we do not know when our lives will come to an end or when Christ will return. Therefore, we are called to live each day in faithfulness, with a heart full of love and readiness for God. Just as the wise virgins were ready to enter the wedding feast, may we be vigilant and prepared for the kingdom of heaven in our lives.